What up, peeps? It's your boy Heck Steve. Welcome back to the channel, and today I want to talk to you about the Switch 2. It is June 12th, so it's been officially a week since it's released, and I guess this would kind of act as like my review of the system. But I finally put the screen protector on, and man, what a pain in the butt to do that. I've never been really good at doing that kind of thing, though. But I think I did a pretty good job. Like right here at the bottom corner here, it's a little peeling. I don't know if I could really do much about that except for just like push down on it some more, but it is what it is. I've probably put about 15 to 20 hours into playing on this so far, with 10 hours of that being Breath of the Wild here, which I'm so glad that I gave this game a second chance. Before, when I played it, I'd only played about, I'm not sure, man, maybe 3 to 4 hours of it. And I thought it was an okay game, but now that I've played it again and I've been streaming it, I'm over 10 hours into the game, or around 10 hours into the game, beat the first Divine Beast. I really love it. So I look forward to completing this game, and I'm glad I gave it a second chance. That might even open the doors for me to play other Zelda games that I wouldn't have considered playing before. I've been recommended Wind Waker a lot since it's on the Switch Online, so I might have to check that out. But yeah, the Switch 2, man, this thing is great. I mean, anybody that has one, for the most part, they're having a great time with it. And Nintendo just recently said that they've sold 3.5 million units so far, which is funny because like the narrative was, or typically, like, with a new console, the narrative is the damn scalpers have taken them all, so you can't find one. But then this time around, we had reports, months prior to it coming out, that Nintendo was overproducing these things so that everyone would have an opportunity to get one. And then that was the case. But then the narrative was put out, people were taking pictures of fully stocked shelves at retail and saying, look, there's so many of them in stock, nobody wants them. Well, apparently 3.5 million people did. That's why I say that anybody that owns one and has played on one, they love it. They're having a great time with it. And why wouldn't you? Because it's basically just an enhanced Switch 1. It's a Switch Pro. Like I was saying in videos a couple of months ago, I was saying I want this thing to basically just be a Switch Pro, and that's exactly what it is. It's just an enhanced version of that. But it is a trend right now on YouTube to hate on the Nintendo brand in general, especially the Switch 2. People are really upset with the price of it. But honestly, I think the price for it, for what you get games that you could play docked for 60 FPS in 4K. And then some games could play 1080, 120 on the handheld. And if you compare that to the OLED, which is $100 less, yeah, it has a nice color palette with the OLED screen. But this is also a larger screen. Plays at higher resolutions and higher frame rates, and it has more storage out of the gate. You get 256 gigabytes, but in addition to that storage is a lot faster than the OLED storage. It's more like a solid state drive compared to flash storage like it was on the OLED. Don't quote me on that though, I might have said that wrong. I'm not 100% sure what exactly they call it, but I know that the data speeds, reading and writing speeds of the storage on the Switch 2 is much faster than the Switch 1, which is another reason why the games are more expensive, because that technology does cost more money. But when we talk about the games, the first party games, they're on the cartridges, right? Like Mario Kart World, and it's $80. So that extra $10 kind of, compensates for the storage, the storage cards that they're using, which is why you have game key cards like these. This was 40, this was 60. I ended up I got this one like almost half off because of rewards points I had. But yeah, these don't have those expensive cards. They're game key cards, so these don't carry the data of the game, and I know a lot of people are really upset about that, and I totally get it. But the way I see it is this is basically a digital game that offers you a way out, because you can still sell or trade in these cartridges So, I mean, they are physical. It physically exists. It's right here. The only way that you could play this game is to have this cartridge. So, I mean, it's kind of like a half and half. It's like a digital physical game. But, you know, I don't mind that because I've been a PC gamer for 20 years, and for the most part, it's been digital the whole time. And, yeah, so this is basically like a digital game that offers you a way to sell it or trade it or give it away, because you can use these game key cards as many times as you want. It's not like this locks to your console. So I think it's a really great idea. I know that it's hated a lot. You know, people are really upset. I've been seeing comments on other, you know, videos, especially like Nintendo's like trailers for games, and people saying, you know, I would buy this if it's fully on the cartridge, and I get it. But I think that people, like, they just expect too much sometimes, when really you should just be excited to play the game. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, like maybe 10 years from now, Nintendo no longer offers the download for this game. I don't think it'll be in 10 years, maybe like 15 years, but 15 or 20. Do you think I'm going to care about playing Bravely Default when I'm 50 years old, which is like 15 years from now? Nah, probably not even going to live that long, to be honest with you. Maybe. I don't know. I've been going to the gym. Oh yeah, but yeah, so the games are great. I haven't got to play Bravely Default yet, but I did play a little bit of Street Fighter yesterday in handheld mode. Runs freaking amazing. I love it. So I think that if you were to buy a Switch 2, as long as you like the Switch 1, you're going to love the Switch 2, because it's just a better version of that formula. And this Pro controller, dude, this is the Pro 2 controller. Now, I don't use the game chat, and I don't use the cameras or anything like that. In fact, I didn't buy one. But this controller right here is super comfortable, man. Like, it almost feels like you're playing with an Xbox Series X controller. It's a little smaller than a Series X controller. Now, I have small hands, typically, you know, compared to other people. And this is just slightly smaller than would be perfect for me. I think the Series X controller is perfect for me. But I don't get sore playing with this thing. Pause. I think it's a great controller. It's really expensive. I mean, everything about this system is expensive, and you could partially blame Nintendo for that, and you can call them greedy. I know that other YouTubers like Real Life Fake Wizard calls Nintendo greedy, but the thing is, like, Nintendo is a business. They're there to make money, so calling Nintendo greedy is like calling Nintendo a business, because business and greed are, you know, they kind of go together. I don't think that the profit margins are that much better for them this time around. I think that just the products cost more to produce because of the overall inflation that we're experiencing right now. But either way, when you buy the products, despite the fact that they cost more, they are worth it. You know, you do have an enjoyable experience with them. And Mario Kart World, I'd like to talk about just a little bit, because I know everybody's really upset that it's $80, but most people bought the bundle, so really you got it for $50. And I think the game is great. I'm going to play it more than once, which in fact I've already played it more than once. I found myself playing it one night before bed by myself, so I wasn't even incentivized by someone else being there to play multiplayer. Yeah, and I think that the free roam gets a bad rap on that game. A lot of people I've heard complain about free roam in Mario Karts, saying there's not like a lot to do. I don't know what you expect, but like it was just driving around, which is exactly what free roam is. But there are a lot of things to do. In fact, you can unlock the costumes for your characters much easier in free roam than just trying to do it while you're racing. And there's all these little miniature things you can collect, and there's these little puzzles that you can do and obstacle courses that pop up with the little P button. So I could see myself playing free roam, you know, more often. But then again, I like games like American Truck Simulator where you are just driving around. So that could be why I think that it's enjoyable. I played some Pokemon Scarlet, good bit. Runs flawless, smooth. Well, let's not say flawless, because that's like perfect. I'd say it's like 99.9% perfect, which is a huge improvement over how it ran on the Switch 1. So overall, I would say the Nintendo Switch 2 is freaking fantastic. I have zero buyer's remorse. I'm excited for Donkey Kong Bonanza coming out in July, as well as Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4, which I did pre-order for the Switch 2. Because it's on Game Pass, so like I don't need to buy it on Xbox. I could buy it on the Switch too. Plus, you know, got the new console hype, so want to get more games for it. But yeah, overall, I think that the Switch 2 is amazing. I really love this new kickstand. It's definitely more sturdy than the previous one. I've already bought a 256 gigabyte extended storage, so yeah, I've got 512. And it's great. I don't know what else to say about it. I think that a lot of people get wrapped up in the negativity that they hear about it on YouTube and other places like Reddit. But I think once you get it in your hands and you give it a try, you may change your mind on it. But I'm not going to tell you how to spend your money, but I just know that for me, money well spent. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and leave a comment below and let me know what you think about the Switch 2. Are you guys still on the fence about buying one? Did you buy one? What games have you been playing? What games are you looking forward to playing? I know the lineup's not huge yet. I mean, I am excited for, you know, DK Bonanza and Pokemon ZA and Tony Hawk. I might even buy Madden on this thing. I haven't decided yet. I want to see some more gameplay of that before I decide to buy Madden on this thing. But yeah, that's going to conclude the video. So thanks so much for watching. Peace.